1. Welcome back to Skylanders Spyro's Adventure, guys. Today I still have my special guest here with me.
Hello, it's me, CJ.
And today we're going to go talk to General Robot. But while we do that, quick question. How much of Superchargers do you remember?
None.
Okay, do you know what the plot of that game is?
Actually, after Trap Team, I completely went blank on it. I just couldn't.
It was actually after Superchargers I left, which there was only one game left after that anyway, so...
This is even more serious.
Anyway, yeah,
Do you remember one thing about Superchargers? They brought the clown car from...
And we do not this time have the firepower to
Mario.
said gear to
I think it became a plane or
location.
something.
It was a plane, yeah, it was for Bowser in the
Yeah.
3DS and Wii version,
I
which
thought it
was
was
a
such
racing
a
spin-off.
really
Can I
neat
count on
design. Like, some of the designs for the cars looked really awesome. Like, this one reminded me of a steam. I think it was like a boat or a coffin or something. I don't know, it reminded me of like a...
Yeah,
engine.
undead. See, each element actually had a specific type to them. So water, magic, and dark were sea. Fire and earth were land, and the other three were was air.
Yeah, they were really cool. It was...
Name Snuggles. That's right, special.
It wasn't a
Agent
bad concept,
Snuggles.
but it could have
Come
done
on.
better.
The
Yeah, no,
elevator
like
into the
that.
troll warehouse.
Thing
right
is,
this way.
out of all the games, it's the most story-driven.
Really?
It had an actual story to tell. That had the beginning where Chaos is taken over, to where Chaos gradually goes throughout the game, trying to reject the darkness. And he eventually helps in killing off the
Bet you don't
darkness.
recognize me, do ya? That's because I'm a
what is
master
this,
of disguise now.
Sonic
You once
Jet
saved
Force
us
all of a
when
sudden?
tornado ripped through our village.
Oh my
When
god,
I
is this
decided
like
to join
is this
Mambo
the area
Defense
with the
Force and
singing
become
boss
a
in it?
real-life
No, that's
super
Giants.
agent.
Ah!
This is my first
Tell you what though,
mission.
when I get around to
You
Giants,
won't
I
beat
want
me.
you there for the
Come
entire
on.
playthrough.
Let's go get that
Oh,
golden
I'd
gear.
love to. I'll try my best to attend all of them. But I'm definitely gonna try my best to attend this. I love this
I've
boss fight. It was my favorite.
This has all been one recording session from the beginning of the game till now. I have not stopped when I started at 3.
Oh no. That's
Unhealthy.
this is very scary. I know, you should live stream this. This would have been awesome.
Tell you what, after this session, I'm gonna go ahead and live stream Swap Force.
Hey, it's a good idea.
You wanna be there with me?
I don't know if I will be able to attend. I've got some stuff to make, that's why. They're getting emojis, apparently. That makes sense.
Yeah,
Not
that's
the really
fair.
pretty ones. I'll send you what they look like from this
Yeah,
one.
fair enough. Anyway, like I was saying, so for Superchargers,
Wait for me.
it had a story to tell and it told it well, but the gameplay just, it was... They clearly focused more on the car stuff than the actual gameplay.
Ah, makes sense.
But like, the story was... Like, the darkness overtaking chaos was an idea that I liked, because it led to things like Glumshanks being fired.
Why?
Because the darkness managed to convince Chaos that Glumshanks was his problem, why he keeps on losing.
Tom Shanks was a cool character though.
He
I love
even-
this character.
He even sacrificed himself at one point to help save the Skylanders.
He was an interesting character, I'm not gonna lie, like he was one of my favorite characters.
In the TV show, they really play up the relationship between Glumshanks and Chaos. It's like, literally in the opening episode, they have Chaos say, and I don't make fun of you for collecting those silly little things. That's my anxiety medication, sir. That's how they introduced the That's how they introduced the Pez dynamic.
It wasn't it like an evil
Evilized Glumshanks, it was in Swap Force.
But
Yeah,
fortunately,
it was a
they're
really
not
sad
very
moment.
smart.
I'm not gonna lie.
In fact,
It was,
He loves
yeah.
his design
sometimes
as well.
play fetch with choppies using.
Glad we saved him.
Like, going on with the TV show, I'd say Chaos was the strongest character in the TV show. Because he had such a complete story arc by the end. The show kind of ends on a cliffhanger, but one where you can believe it'd be okay with leaving it off that. But it ends with Spyro going with Eon to find his people. But I couldn't accept it ending there because we know Spyro's adventure comes after it.
I think the warehouse is this way.
You know what? They should have like referenced a lot of the past games. I've not seen the show.
They did. They do. Like
How much though?
That's the troll
That's what I'm
warehouse. Those
a
stinky
lot.
bridge
Like
trailers
even the
keep all the trucks
superchargers
they've
make a
stolen in there.
reappearance.
Okay.
The vehicles themselves.
I can
That
see
is-
it. The golden gear.
I guess it must have been more
Go get
recent
it.
though.
It,
Right?
I mean,
it came out back when Imaginators was coming
that's
out.
right.
I don't know why I'm getting a massive hit nostalgia of Swap Force. I remember it's super like evil chaos.
Here's the thing though, in the TV show, Washbuckler only shows up
I need to
once.
fight.
Why?
Oh, those
He was
stinky
was
bricks.
he was in a flashback.
He was like a
But
cool
you
character.
know,
Like
I bet
he's
they
I'm
never
not done
know where
yet.
they put all those mines. They've
He
gotta
was in a
have mines some
flashback,
way through,
right?
And we've got to find
And
it.
he was on the bad guy side.
not on the bad guy side. He's a cool. I don't see him as a bad guy. I see him as like an evil pirate, but not like a bad guy.
Yeah, he was an evil pirate. He was on the side of Strykor, who is basically the darkness.
Search around and see if you can find the map
Must
to
have
this
been
mine field.
brainwashed maybe.
No, the crew went on to explain that. You know how in Imaginators old villains came back as playable Skylanders? Basically, Washbuckler was the test for that idea.
Ah.
Which is honestly a much better backstory than whatever the hell they gave in Swap Force.
I really love how they gave Swashbuckler like as the first Skylander game in Swap Force. I don't know, he's a really well-rounded character in general.
Especially since they come with Blast Zone as well, who is a lot more long-ranged.
Yeah, Blast Zone was awesome. I love Blast Zone.
I own 3 different Blast Zones.
Also, it gave you a good excuse to give Swashbuckler feet.
Yeah.
I used to always swap them as well. Like I'd never keep them together.
No, that was the
I
fun. More trivia for you here.
Yeah, go on.
So, Swap Force was being made at the same time as Giants. Alright, there's no getting around that because it was made by a different studio. But one of the original ideas they have was called Skylanders Shapeshifters.
Why do I remember? Why is this like? Why does that sound so familiar to me?
Well, what happened with the Shapeshifters was that it was, you know how they have magnets to get at the tops and bottoms?
Yeah.
It was going to be that for every limb.
Oh my goodness! Imagine that. Okay, so I'd have Diggy's last guy's head, Swashbuckler's feet. I'd have Night Shifter's arms, body. I don't know.
Here's the part about that though. The reason they didn't do it is because it was a programming nightmare.
Ah, but it's cool. Imagine that.
I know, but
It
realistically,
does make sense. Like it does like a hectic
Yeah.
thing to deal with.
also, you know how you have to have a new portal because the old portal just couldn't handle the Swap Force?
Yeah.
That was a complete fucking lie.
What?
It was a complete lie as shown by Imaginators where you can use any portal.
I guess they just really wanted to resell the update.
They did,
portal,
yeah,
I
but in
guess.
Imaginators you can use any portal going back to the first game.
Sad. I mean, that just makes everything a waste of money.
It does, yeah, but through that we can see that both the Swap Force and the cars work without the new portals. The only gimmick that actually needed a new portal was,
Trap team.
yeah, it was Trap Team because of the traps,
Yeah.
which are completely useless after Trap Team.
I know. Which was why? What was the point of that? Like the whole. Sure, made if it was that was the case, I would have made Trap Team the final game.
Like,
Just
another
give
thing about that is because Trap Team was made by Toys for Bob,
Skylanders of the
who made Spyro's Adventure. Yeah, they made Spyro's Adventures, Giants, Trap Team, and Imaginators. So I can see why it wasn't in Superchargers. Maybe they just didn't have the time to put it in properly, you know?
Oh my god! Remember Firecracker,
Oh yeah.
the springy guy? He was such a cool character.
Oh, he was, man.
I love his like one move where he just becomes a Chinese dragon.
I know that was awesome.
I had his character and I loved him so much. I wish I still had my Skylanders. I do have, I think I only have like 2 on me. I have a Crystal Dragon Lady and Storm Guy. Storm Guy, I think. That's the only 2 I have right now. The rest of my but it was such a cool like. I love Swamp Force, no offense. It's like the
No, Swamp Force is pretty good. It's just it's the most different.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, it was made alongside Giants. It had more development time than Giants, but it was made by a completely different studio. Made by Vicarious Visions.
Of the limited edition characters, by the way?
Huh?
Do you have any of the limited edition characters?
I have the Legendary Bash and the White Fruit Loop, but that's it.
I had I had Soccer Head Bobber guy?
Yeah, I think I can't remember his name to be honest.
Bob. It was Soccer Head Bobhead, I think. I think it's just no Bobber.
Yeah.
Nope, that's a different character. Countdown. There we go. Soccer Head
Countdown. There we go. Yeah.
Yeah, his character in the game looked awesome. I loved his design as well. Like the way you could just walk around with no head.
Yeah.
Cool character.
Have you ever actually played the 3DS version of the games?
No. I'm gonna send you this picture of Discord right now. But this is his character looking like, just in general, his face in the song.
I know.
Messed up.
That face is.
It's so cursed. But I had that. I broke his arms though.
Yeah, these things break easily. Unlike
Yeah.
the Disney Infinity things, which break only slightly less easily. I still I have all the Avengers Disney Infinity characters.
Do you still play Disney Infinity?
Not as much as I used to, but I still have the games in that.
Yeah. Big series, just saying.
It deserved better.
Skylanders of the water element are
It's a great game.
stronger in this
I'm not gonna lie, Disney Infinity does look cool. I feel like there could have been other characters, you know?
Well, like Star Wars.
Was that a Wally character?
Yeah, it's like with the 3rd game though, there was a lot planned that was cut because the game just wasn't making the profit.
I wish they had like a Wally character, like a whole Wally part. I'd love that.
You know they had Gravity Falls. You know they actually had a lot of things. Like you could play as Kingdom Hearts Mickey.
That is really interesting, actually. Damn.
And they had
That's
some
so
level packs that were like, you know, the little customization things.
yeah.
Bro, they had one for Gravity Falls.
Whoa, wait, whoa. That's actually is really interesting now. Could we have Gravity Falls characters?
No, we didn't get Gravity Falls characters. We just got this to make it look like the Mystery Shack.
Oh, it would be awesome. Like you could have Mabel and Dipper as one character.
I know, it just feels weird nowadays because Disney really don't want to talk about Gravity Falls anymore.
Why not? It was the game changer of all
It was.
shows.
It's the show that changed Disney Channel forever, but they just don't
Skylanders
want
of
to
the
talk about
light
it anymore.
element are stronger
Gravity
in this
Falls is
zone.
such a great concept. I love this so much.
And I like its
Like-
sequel show, The Owl House, just as much. It isn't a sequel show, but it might as well be.
Insider Jobs 2.0 is coming, isn't it?
Yeah.
Insider.
I'm surprised it's still alive considering what's going on with Netflix now.
I saw like the first look at it, and it was such a smart way to make it. If you've not seen, do you have seen the first part, by the way?
Yeah, but I don't remember much of that.
Skylanders of the water element are stronger in this
Do you
zone.
want me to tell you? It is spoilers of the
Yeah, go
first
for
like.
it. Probably tell the audience though.
Okay, spoilers ahead. I don't know when I'm gonna stop talking about it for a few minutes. But the first part of the first look, if you haven't seen it, season 2 is episode 1, season 1. That one scene where he's showing all the notes and stuff. So it's like, oh, the White House is alive. Basically, it's the lady's name. It's not a name. It's a name.
What?
Remember her name? Do you remember that lady's name?
Lady's name? You're talking about the main character?
Yeah, the main character.
Fuck, I don't.
Yeah, but she's doing what Reagan, there we go, Reagan.
Reagan, yeah, there we go.
Reagan's doing what her dad did in the first episode.
Oh.
And the preschool people are like, oh, not her again. Kind of mood. But like, they're referencing the dad, which can't really be like how they started, but it's just all the way back to the beginning.
Yeah, no, I've got like leak news for you, but I would not expect that show to last much longer.
Think so? Aww.
It's just because everything's going on with Netflix right now.
Technically, it's quite an adult show. It's doing better.
It hasn't stopped them from cancelling adult shows either. What's going on? Just anything animated has been cancelled.
So sad. Why cruel over
The only thing so far that seems to avoid that are the Cuphead show, Inside Out, and the Dragon Prince, but each of them have different reasons. Inside Out was already renewed for a second season, so we're not going to cancel it until this close to coming out. They're not DC.
Yeah.
The Dragon Prince, they pretty much refused to make season 4 until Netflix agreed to make the other 3 seasons they want. So that's why it's taken 4 years for season 4 to come out. They just refused to make it until Netflix said, fine, we'll fund it. And the Cuphead show was ordered in a batch of like, I think it was a batch of like 30 or something. So technically, it was still the initial batch of episodes that Netflix ordered. So it never got renewed or anything. They're still just making the original batch of episodes.
So that's so weird.
That's just how Netflix has done a lot of the things. Like I said, the Dragon Prince had the first 3 seasons greenlit at once.
Shows are really becoming much worse nowadays. I don't know.
It's just because of everything that's going on. Like, Cartoon Network has 3 shows, and that's it.
Which are the 3 shows?
Teen Titans Go, We Baby Bears, and Craig of the Creek. That's all they have running right now.
That's painful. What do you mean?
That's the only 3 shows they have currently on air. Well, there's also Summer Camp Island, but that final season was made back in 2020. They just refused to release it until like next year.
To unlock whiskey.
And then one of their other shows, Victor and Valentino, which was basically them trying to do Gravity Falls, but as it went on, it developed to something. That show had its entire final season just released at once in a single batch.
I don't know if you've seen it, but have you said something called Black Cat before?
Yeah, you told me about this.
Yeah, Black Cat from another country. I forgot which one it is, but it's originally from this other country, and they're finally making more episodes, slowly. But anyways, they had a crossover with Victor and Valentino, which was so random. Because I don't think this airs on Cartoon Network at all, or anywhere else. Although they have Cartoon Network characters. Like, there's a whole scene of, this is canon by the way,
yeah,
of Pops' brother.
You were telling me about this, yeah.
Yeah, he saved Pops' brother, and he gets really angry how he didn't finish the job off and he was gonna die by Pops.
Oh.
The Pops does die. What's really funny, he grabs Pops and throws him back into the sun, which is just really sad to see him die like that, but hey, it's canon, it's canon.
But I think the only Cartoon Network shows recently that have ended on their own terms have been Steven Universe, Adventure Time, regular show, and the Ben 10 reboot. I think those are the only shows that have...
Ben 10 reboot.
Huh?
All of that made sense to me besides the Ben 10 reboot. I don't know, I feel like a Teen Titans Go type of thing. I know it sounds really good, I need to get to watching it, but you know what I mean.
What, the Ben 10 reboot or Teen Titans Go?
Ben 10 reboot.
I'll be honest, as somebody who has wrote for a continuation of that show, Season 1 is absolutely terrible.
Fair enough.
Basically, nothing in Season 1 matters until the 4-part finale.
How does this gear shrink?
It's magic, dude. Live with it.
Like, it shrinks to such a small size, but it's big when it's going through. And then I get the multiplication part, like, okay, it's magic, but This gear shouldn't change size. That wasn't set.
They've got my gear.
And they could have put the bloody thing in a jar.
Beautiful golden
Or whatever.
Next, they'll be after your goo.
It's weird seeing Chaos like being a kind of threat in this
First it
game.
was my golden gear.
Yeah.
Now they're after my glowing green
He's a child.
goo.
Yeah.
Tears it. No more.
He's a
Mr.
decent
Nice
child.
Guy.
I mean, by
I
supercharges,
wouldn't exactly
he
call it
literally
that.
destroyed 98% of the Skylands by the end of the
Full-scale
game.
attack. This means war.
He has the best ever boss fight ever as well in this game.
Oh, you want to talk about great boss fights? You gotta talk about the one at
I
Trap
wouldn't
Team.
mind upgrading my own equipment with one of
That
not
is
seen
just
that.
legendary. That boss fight.
The rarest kind.
I'm gonna be honest with you, the final boss
goo.
fight for this
But
game,
when the core
this
was
one that you play
destroyed,
now, is
all
probably
the
the
green
most
goo
scariest I've
drained
seen
out,
any boss in
and
this
I
game.
haven't got a clue
It's
where to
scary.
find more.
Yeah, no, I get
Now,
it. It's
recently,
like,
the
thing
troll
is,
military has taken a
Trap Team,
massive leap forward in
like,
terms
numbers
of its
have been crunched
technological
about this shit. It is
capabilities.
genuinely the
I'll
hardest
bet this
boss fight
green
in
goo
the game.
business is behind it all.
Series.
Oh no, this is.
He has the
terrible.
highest
What
amount
if
of
the
health,
trolls have
and
discovered
also
the
dishes
secrets
out
of
the
goo?
highest amount of
Their
damage.
forces will be
If you are
virtually
not playing as a Trap
unstoppable.
Master, you are not beating him.
Our soldiers have been struggling to breach their main
But it wasn't
factory.
like,
It is goo
you
is
know,
what
it
say
wasn't
is.
scary, it was
And
just
failure
him.
is not an option.
Him covered in crystals,
Skylanders,
growing
we
crystal
need your
wings
help.
and shit.
Can we count on you to shut down
Oh
their
gosh, he
factories
goes
to recover
Super
the
Saiyan
goo?
Blue in Imaginators. I'm not joking, he goes Super Saiyan Blue.
That is,
Glowing green
I
goo
feel like that's a
primordial.
reference to something.
That's what we're
Might be
after,
one of those
soldier. Make us proud.
ball dragon games or something. Or was it?
So here's the thing, since
probably a Pokemon
the
reference.
darkness was destroyed in Superchargers, and it was
Yeah.
a perfect ending to the series, they had to come up with a new reason why Chaos is evil this time, and they went with mind
Really
magic.
impressed my first mission. So
Since
here
Chaos can't use the darkness
here's
anymore.
the situation. We've been able
Oh.
to push forward to a
Didn't
position
Chaos
just
have his
outside
own
the troll
like trap
factory.
thing, portal thing?
He did, yeah, but you could just straight up buy a
The
figure of
captain
him by
took the squad up
Imaginators.
ahead, but that was hours ago. I have
What
to
was
stay
the point
behind to
then?
guard this
Here's the
position.
thing, the way they
You gotta
explain
go
it in
find
game is that you're
He'll
playing
know
as a
what to do.
clone of Chaos that been turned good.
Does not make any sense. to
Sky-
me.
It's how they can
Earth
excuse
elements are
both
stronger
you playing as
than
Chaos
yourself.
and him being the main villain of the game.
I kind of hated how you actually had to buy like the trap like things. I don't know if that really frustrating
Now, it's
that you can't get this boss unless if you buy this.
Here's the thing, in the 3DS version of the game, you can't buy traps for it because the portal you use is the Swap Force portal. So, all the traps are done in the game itself.
You can still play as the bot. Can you play
You
as
can
the
still play as the boss. No, you can't play as them. They're just a special move.
That is so depressing.
They attack a little bit and then just... What's even weirder is we know they can do this because in every 3DS game, you can have two Skylanders active at once.
What was the problem about why did they do that?
I don't know, I've only, like... Out of the 5 3DS games, I've only played Giants and Trap Team. And Trap Team has like the best levels, but it has the worst implemented gimmick of the series.
Yeah, true.
It's like, even by Superchargers, when 3DS could just not handle the games anymore, they turned it into a racing game.
Question, could you have like a boss, one boss? You only have one boss per key, right? Key, trap, crystals, whatever.
Yeah, you can only have one per
Could
trap.
you have... Was there like a boss for each element?
Yeah,
And was there more than one for each element?
there was, yes.
So what would you do if you had more than one element?
You have to pick and choose in the hub world.
Oh, so you could have more than one boss in that thing.
Technically, like in the hub world, it's an area you go to,
Yeah.
that you actually get to swap out which villain is in the trap.
Ah, okay.
Except
So,
for the
yeah.
Chaos trap, because that can only have Chaos in it.
Which again, I still find that really ridiculously silly.
It's like the light and dark elements as well. They're such afterthoughts. There's only 2 Skylanders for light and dark element in Superchargers. One Trap Master, one regular, and that's it.
Oh,
And the light and dark regular characters are dragons as well, so...
oh, Oh wait, what is this? I'm gonna show you this character right now. I don't want you to tell me his name.
Go for it.
But then I
Because,
started the Mabu Defense Force, and then
does it say on
appointed
whatever I'm
myself
looking at
captain.
here?
Now I'm blowing.
I have
stuff
no
up.
clue.
That's the life, I tell
He
you.
has concept art as well. He looks like
Speaking
Chaos.
of which, the main
He
factory
does,
is
yeah,
just
what's
around
with
this
that
corner.
face?
But these turrets have us pinned down.
This is
Fortunately,
pretty
our
weird. What's his
scouters
name?
reported a
Fist Bump.
stockpile of
Fist
mega
Fist
bombs
Bump,
in the
yeah.
ammo dump at
Trap
the
Team was
top
some
of
of
the
the
Chaos
elite.
Junior. He looks like Chaos.
He does.
You better check
Think
it
about
out.
the
Careful, though.
Trap
The
Team
entrance
characters,
is
that a
being
lot
guarded
of them
by
were
heavy
just
artillery.
clearly not the
Find a mega
focus.
bomb if you can.
Yeah.
That'll be the ticket.
Is
Like,
it
the
Then
only
you can
one that I
back
think
here,
actually had
and
much
we'll
effort
blow
put
this
into
wall up
them
together.
was Dino Chopper.
Yeah. Well, this is a dinosaur with a helicopter.
And by that I mean I've seen the concept art. They went through so many concepts to get him down just right.
To be honest, he feels more like a Skylander as well.
He feels a lot more like he'd be a character in Swap Force than Trap Team.
He could have been a Swap Force character, to be honest.
I mean, remember what they did
Dino
with Crypt
Head.
Crush? Remember what they did with Crypt King? Where he was originally the magic giant.
Yeah, but then he did. Sorry.
It is, yeah.
What's
That's
this?
like.
I've just found this. It looks like a trophy.
Oh yeah, those were for supercharged. Those unlocked DLC racing levels.
Ah, I see.
It also allows you to play as that character in the racing stages.
Well, that I see that as a cool thing. Did you have any of those like DLC worlds, by the way?
What for any of the games?
Yeah, any of them.
Only one that I've still got is Sheepwreck Islands from Swap Force, which is, you know, the worst one.
I had.
Yeah, you sold me one of them because your dad got you two.
Yeah, because it was like I don't know. It was really pointless to have two, and it was the most fun. Like it was so helpful. Like during mid game, slap it on, it slows down time.
Yeah, even the Sheepwreck Islands pack doesn't do anything.
Does not do anything. Oh, the time one was awesome.
It's like, it does something, but it's so
Skylanders saved our
forgettable.
town. The captain sent me to scout
Yeah.
ahead.
Did you have any
It's too
of the
dangerous
others?
to
Like
attack
yeah,
the
yeah,
wall
the
straight
support
on.
items as well.
But as
I think I
luck
had
would have it,
Sparks.
I found another way in. Follow me.
Skylanders support items. Eventually.
You're looking for magic items. They're called magic items.
Yeah, magic items. So what was there like the clock tower? There was the diamond. I love the diamond.
Oh, the diamond. Oh, that was so fun because it was like you're in the hub wall of Swap Force. You go over to the training dummies. You beat the shit out of them. And then you reset the
Yeah,
game and do it all over
Dump
again.
is just past here.
I know,
And
it
if
was
you can
so-
find a
it was- I
handy dandy
did it a
mega
lot.
bomb.
They actually nerfed the hell out of it in Trap Team onwards.
I also have the cannon one, the dragon cannon.
Yeah, but I think that was like that also unlocks an arena. I'm pretty sure that also unlocks an arena.
That's so sad. I bought the cannon. I loved it. I didn't use him as like an actual thing. I used him as like a pet.
Yeah, no, I get you. That's actually how the minis were at first. The minis were classed as magic items.
Oh, I didn't know. But I'm looking at all these magic items. I've never seen some of these.
Yeah. Just by superchargers, they had just forgotten about them, and you know the like extra bonuses you get for DLC levels?
Yeah.
In Imaginators, they just made that character specific. So if you wanted to go to the Crash Bandicoot world, you had to have Crash. You couldn't have the Crash bonus DLC item or anything.
See, give me just a second. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no, one character I think you need to look at is called Tarklops.
I think I won't be able to stay anymore. I think this is my time's up.
I just want you to look at this first.
Yep, just gonna check.
That's the old
He's
pepper
a little
boy.
slime with a
Now,
snail back.
Just roll
kind of
that
thing,
mega
snail shell.
bomb on
Yeah,
over
he
and blast the heck fire
He got
out of the
replaced by
tall
Zap in
fences.
Spyro's Adventure.
One second. Skylanders Zap. Let me just check this as well. You know what? I'm kind of glad. I love the upgrade. I don't know.
Here's the thing. Out of the original pitch for the game, Spyro's Kingdom, he was the only one to not make it into the final game.
Great Mabu's ghost.
Well,
What
that's
a
kind of sad,
blast.
honestly.
The other four that made it into the game were Ghost Roaster, Spyro,
You can just
Bash,
find one more
and
bomb and
Double
roll it
Trouble.
back to the captain. We can go right on through the
I think I remember what
factories.
Double Trouble looked like. I'm gonna have to just double check.
He was the Tiki Master.
Yeah. I remember. I loved his design. I loved his design. I don't know. His design looked cool to me. And hot dogs. Hot dogs design was also
If
cool.
you
Oh,
can
yeah.
find one more bomb
Alright,
and
I
roll
think
it
I
back
gotta
to the
leave now.
captain,
Gotta go help
we can
out.
go
So,
right on
yeah.
through
Well,
the
thank you for
factories.
joining on to these two episodes anyway.
Yeah, I'm glad. And
Skylanders of the
hopefully I'll be able to
Earth
attend
are
next time.
strong.
So, yeah.
Hopefully, I'll probably be done with the game by this end of this session. Maybe not, but definitely want you around for the Giants one. Since
Okay,
Giants is my favourite one.
Yeah. Okay, I'll be seeing you later.
See you later.
Bye.
Right, see ya. Bye.
Skylanders of the
And
Deck
that
are
was
stronger in this
One
zone.
that
more
was
bomb and roll it back to the captain.
CCJJKK95, everyone.
We can go right on through the factories.
Subscribe to him. He does mostly Sky content, Sky Children of the Light. But it's fun to have him here. It's fun to have somebody to talk to. Now I gotta figure out what I'm doing here because I had not been focusing on this. Oh, do I need to roll another one now? Okay, makes sense. Go on. Pretty sure this is what I need to do.
Skylanders of the Earth element are stronger in this zone.
No, look at that. This episode is going to be the longest by far. Okay, you know what? I'll be right back, guys. I'm just gonna go use the bathroom because I really need it, but I'll probably edit this out anyway. Back in a minute. Alright, and we're back. So, let's get back into the game.
Yeah!
Alright, let's get this down there. Yep. Come on, I hate the rolling physics in this game. What is this powered by? The Havoc engine? I don't think this is powered by the Havoc. Is it?
Kaboom! What an explosion!
No, it doesn't seem to be.
Now it's time to take the fight to them. There are 3 goo factories. Raise the flags at each one to signal their capture. Then we can secure the goo. Good luck, soldier.
Skylanders of the tech element are stronger in this zone.
If you notice an immediate drop off there, I'm sorry for not being as vocal, but focusing on hell right now, because I think you don't want to use Spyro. Level up. Yeah, so that was CJJ, as you can tell, had fun talking with him. Oh, fuck. Don't do these guys. Not like this. Get fucked, fuck up. Come on, let's do this. I remember it being mostly the same levels over and over again. But so far, every level is something different to tell me. Like I said, I
Hey,
knew
you
pretty much this game doing this
Skylander,
Let's
we've
play.
secured the factories, but the trolls are certain to retaliate. Let's hurry up and get this goo back to the general. He'll be expecting it.
Alright, level over.
The green goo of Primoria, made from the fossils of vast prehistoric explodosaurs, it pulses with unimaginable power.
Alright, well, Core of Life getting closer and closer to being complete. Sergeant Drill Mob.
glowing green goo acquired. Now we need the eternal tech source. I don't suppose your military intelligence has found out where it is.
Don't insult me, son. Of course we have. Intel says that the trolls have the eternal tech source hidden
Of course
in
it's
their
the
base.
trolls. Always the
Unfortunately,
trolls. They need a
they've
troll
already been using it to
hunter.
develop a slew of new weapons. That's why I'm coming along for support. Are you ready, soldier?
I think this is the guy where if you say no, he will destroy your save file. So I'm going to end it on this screen and get back to you guys later on.